Well. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, thank baby Jesus, it's Friday. What's going on, guys? How are you? Oh, Ethan grabbing the deal right off the bat. Where is it? I put it somewhere. It's right here. I knew I'd get someone to grab it right away. Good morning, guys. I hope you guys doing well. Who's here? Mr. Dobob, how are you? Stinking. Good morning. Mopina, Ethan, Pickle Buckle. Good morning, guys. All right. This is the end. Right? Well, it was funny. Ethan, I had like a box of Italian left. I'm like, all right, like looking for a painter's servant. You savage, you. You savage, you. Good morning, September. How are you? September. It's coming back a little bit. That's pretty sweet. All right. To do toxic things. Well, you don't do friendly things with a painter's servant. All right, let's see. End of this box, end of the time spiral Italian. Today is the what's up, September? Is it today when the foily Grimmy comes in? Comes home? Nice. The red card, black card, white card, and your Karavek, the Merciless, with a retro. Ooh, nice Vandal Blast. Love that. Love the Vandal Blast. That's September. That's going to be a really nice mail day. I think there's a lot of stuff in that pack. It's going to be a very nice mail day. Your Secret Lair, which one? The Encyclopedia? Stinking? Did you get that one? We got your white card, red card, Hydra, and your Glittering Wish with a retro Mold Drifter. Yeah, I just got tracking. Actually, well, it's funny. I got confirmation. Well, it's actually in transit. So my looks like my encyclopedias should be here next Friday, which really it'd probably be like a day or two early, but it looks like end of next week. And I gotta tell you, last pack magic sliver, this thing, that thing, sing your Nosferatu, retro Yawgmoth, and a foil common, very nice Yawgmoth, Medico Thron for the Italian, and very close. Very nice. Yeah, looks like mine's like so my encyclopedias, yeah, should be here for next weekend. I'm gonna do some up here for $1, as I did before, as I mentioned. I I saw some people post their polls already. Dude, they look pretty cool. They look pretty cool. Right at you, buddy. Thank you, Ethan. I'm excited to see those. They're gonna be really cool. Again, good card list in my opinion. I think it's gonna be great. Ethan, that is you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I plan on doing probably at least probably like 2 of those countdown kits this weekend. As long next weekend when they come in. That's the plan at least. So the singles, oh, easily sinking. Yeah, it's crazy. Especially right now because again, they're not in everyone's hands, so the prices still high. Um, I did, Benjamin. I love that fucking series. I hope they do those not only once a year but twice a year. It's a phenomenal tournament. I love the format. The format makes it so everyone's shot matters. Obviously, Benjamin, did you watch yesterday's? Like, not to spoil it, but yeah, okay, not to spoil it, but like that last hole where like they had to win, like that was a choke, hardcore from the tee shot. Like that was a choke. You know what I mean? It's how it is. Mr. Maynard, good morning, sir. How are you? I got Mr. Maynard, huge choke. Like it's how it is. I know. It must be backwards day. I know Robert wants the L1, right? Good morning, Splatter. You want the L1, right, sir? I'm guessing you want the L1. L1, good morning, sir. All right, here we go. Well, okay, so here's the thing, Robert. We've been lucky. Good morning, Splatter. How are you? We've been getting a lot of cryptic spires. I can't promise you one, but most people have been pulling cryptic spires. We've been having some god boxes. It's pretty crazy. Best of luck. Jesus Christ. L1. Cryptic spires. Pack fresh. It's pack fresh. I can't talk. It's pack fresh. Oh, this is a god case. Gideon, you came in at the right time. Look at this. Jiminy Christmas. Foil common amulet, foil common iguanar. We got your 1,000 Year Storm, and of course your Nim Death Mantle. The Dragon Arc, the Adept, the Turf, and the Shadowborn Apostles. Negative on the Shadowborn Apostles. Excuse me. God damn it. Spires is better than Lotus. Let's just be clear about that. Mr. Maynard, you got the Spires. Enjoy your retirement, sir. Thank you very much. God. Thank you, Mr. Maynard. All right. All right. Yeah, that Robert, have you been watching that? The Internet Invitational, the golf tournament? It's really cool. We're gonna go Prophecy and TSR Russian. Prophecy. I would love to see, like, I gotta be honest with you. I think that the tournament they're doing, the format, everything about it is fantastic. I hope they continue with it. I'll be honest with you, they'll continue with it if it makes them a lot of money, which I'm sure it will. And then I would love to see them do it more than once a year. I think it's a phenomenal thing. Good morning, Yomasta. How are you? Quan is my favorite, so kind of sad. Yeah, and it wasn't what he did; it was his attitude, man. His attitude was fucking terrible. Ethan, what are you thinking for your prophecy, buddy? And then I got your Russian time spiral. Oh, Russian time spiral spate packs. L1. Yeah, and the thing with Quan too is Quan talked a lot of shit and he didn't deliver either. He really didn't. He was looked at as the official asshole of golf. All right. TSR Russian, and then hopefully Aristic Study. I'll be honest with you. I've watched, well, because I've been in bed sick for a freaking week. I've watched like every episode at least twice. It's fantastic. I love it. Blue card, white card, Crosa, Ith, Retro Lavinia, and a foil rare Russian Flagstones of Trocaire. How cool is that? That's beautiful, dude. That's beautiful. I love that. Very, very nice. That's a cool version, man. So weird, right? That's why I love these Russian ones. So yeah, I'm out of time spiral Italian. I will not be carrying it again. I'm going down to just two languages, Russian and English. All right, we keep going. But yeah, but Mr. Maynard, if you haven't watched that yet, I recommend it. It's a really cool golf tournament. I can't help but talk. I've been talking about it at work like crazy yesterday. Packed and a retro mold drifter. And I'm feeling a little better today. It's just gonna be very small incremental progress. Thank God though, I got the weekend off. So after today, just gonna make it through today. Haven't watched it. We'll check it, dude. It's awesome. You can have it in the background when you're doing packing or something like that, because it's like the first episode's like 4 hours. It's the first episode. Hivestone and a retro Kasali Pride Mage. This year I got sick in the last 300. That's brutal, yeah. Actually, it was funny. I was at work yesterday. Well, what was it? Actually, you don't have to say that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. But that's the worst, because every day you're just like, can I just get better already? All right, Prophecy. We haven't seen a Ristic Study in a little bit, so let's see if we can get one. Or some beautiful foils. Here we go. Artifact, black, Citadel of Pain, nice right there. And your rare black card, blue card, green card, red card, black card, green card, white card, foil. Ooh, nice foil from Prophecy. There you go. Very nice foil. Orzov, what's up, buddy? Spore Frog, white card, black card, blue card. Blue card. Nice foil. Nice old Prophecy foil right there. And COVID, this was insane because, yeah. Yeah. COVID really messed some people up. It really did. I think I've gotten COVID like 4 times. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's cool though. It's a foil common. Not the foil common we're looking for in Prophecy. But still, Ethan, we'll take it, man. Nice flagstones. Very, very good. Very, very good. Thank you, Ethan. Yeah, there's only 2. So I'm trying to figure out, I think the last leg of the tournament, 2 more episodes next week. It's going to be 4 teams of 3. Winner splits $1 million, I think is what it is. Yeah, I absolutely love the tournament. I think it's fantastic. I love it. That's what I think what people want to see is just fun golf too. A little bit different than the normal. All right. We're going for Mr. Maynard. Mr. Maynard, you going L1s across the board? Yes, sir. All right. We're going to go double masters right here, L1. We're going to go iconic masters. L1. I got it. And then Modern Horizons 2, L1. All right, Mr. Maynard. We're going to do this. This is the order we're going to do it. Mr. Maynard, best of luck here. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a fantastic week. Because guess what? It's just about to be over. Now you can enjoy your weekend. Tiger, Disenchant, Mistra's Bobble, very nice. You got the Dragon, Pyromancer, and Channel, classic mythic right there with a foil common Halberder. Take Channels, a little mythic. I love the art. Love the art. Problem is though, dude, I've been having the itch for golf because I haven't golfed in like officially a month now, and I'm just itching to go. And all I'm doing is watching golf on TV. It's like, god damn it, I'm just dying to go out there. I want to get one more outdoor round before it gets too cold. Here we go. So this art card, land. That Ornithopter, Gargoyle, Skulltide, Collector, Odd of Time, Sith is for your second rare, triple rare Goblin Bombardment, nice Retro Shaper, Foil Showcase Edict. Triple rares, we'll take triple rares. Channel's not banned. Is Channel banned in old school? I can't remember if it's banned or if it's restricted. Jonathan, good morning. CNB, good morning. Cryptic Spires for Mr. Maynard. Jesus, dude. Foil, common Rampant Growth. Foil, common Codal. Rare Fiery Justice. And your rare Rafika the Many. God damn it. Champion, the Guild Mage. Nice Path to Exile. Shadowborns. No Shadowborns. Son of a bee. Robert, I respect it because every once in a while I'd be like, all right, give me a double masters. And you're like, no, this is why I don't do this. Goddamn double masters. Goddamn. Thank you, Mr. Maynard. Rhystic Shield. So you can tell people, hey, tell people you pulled a foil Rhystic out of a prophecy pack this morning, and they'll go, wow. There you go. It's restricted. Okay, so you can play one. Mr. Maynard, thank you, sir. We're going to go to Mirrodin Besieged for Squirtly, and then a Baldur's Gates. All right, where to, brother? I got Mirrodin Besieged right there. So you tell me where you want it. Sexy Mexi, good morning. What? Sometimes, Mr. Maynard. Sometimes. No, it is. That's a true statement right there. Let's go right side, second pack in. Same thing for Mirrodin Besieged. Oh, yeah, CMB. I love old school. I'm building 2 decks right now. I'm so happy I'm finally building my Kurt Ape deck. Well, if it isn't chicken. Mr. Tabernacle himself. How are you, chicken? Good morning. All right. Are we ripping these, bud? I assume we are. Yeah, old school's way better, man. All right, here we go. We got Burn the Impure, the Resistor, the Mantis, the Serpent, the Call, the Shrike, the Sire, the Revelation, the Sabotage, the Ripper, Gargoyle for the Uncommon, the Duelist, the Prowler, and your rare Phyrexian Vat Mother. Very cool. Horror, and your Scars and Mirrored Planes. You know, when Gideon says, wow, it's a celebrity, you know it's someone big. Because when the professor acknowledges that somebody else is a celebrity, that's pretty big. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm gonna pin something here. Sorry. I'll just pin that. Whatever. when the professor points out celebrities, that's like if Stallone was like, oh my God, look at that celebrity. You know it's someone big. Just saying. All right, here we go. Best of luck. Beating a Tavern, we got the Battle Rager, Nice Nature's Lore, we take those. Uncommon Axe, the Warband, Plains, Decanter, Bahamut, Etched Grizzly, Foil, Mythic, Ancient Gold Dragon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Squirt. That's good. Borderless Mythic Sanity Flare, Borderless Ascend from Avernus, Etched Raphael, Showcase Mazzy, and your Borderless Foil Asterian's Thirst. Beautiful, beautiful dragon. I think it's the first one of the box. I think that's the first one of the box. All right. All right. Squirt. Thank you, Squirt. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, Mr. Gideon. I think, Mr. Gideon, you're killing the early bird Commander Legends. All right, that's it. No more of those. Those were nice while they lasted. We got some nice. Glad I got those at a deal. All right, Mr. Gideon. And now there's 3 in here, 1 on the left, 2 on the right. You tell me which one you wanna. Which? Whoa, move my goddamn camera. Sorry. L and R2. That leaves a Fate Pack and Double Masters. All right, we're gonna do Commander Masters first. Mr. Gideon. Here it goes. End of this lots of Commander Legends boxes. Let's see how we do it. Best of luck. We got the Bluff, the Abomination, the Gutter Snipe, the Trest, the Jailer, Hamza, Retro Foil Swamp, Borderless Mutation, Borderless Gift, Borderless Foil Dread Return, Foil Mythic, Balefire Dragon. It's a dragon. Etched, Star of Extinction, Borderless Mythic Biologist, nice Blood Chief Ascension with, oh, dude, Gideon. What are the odds of that? What are the, yes. What are the odds? That happened yesterday. Yesterday, you got a textured Selvala too. That's crazy. Love it, dude. Exact same pull as yesterday. That's awesome. Awesome. This dude, textures are hard to pull anyways. But to get the same exact one 2 days in a row from 2 different boxes is pretty crazy. Well, the good news is those boxes are nicely shuffled up. That's a good thing. All right, let's go again. Race cards and ripping y'all off. Come to my stream for real deals. Oh wow, BK Card Shop. I guess it's true. No, BK, you stick around for a little bit. Don't kick. No, don't kick out BK. I love to talk to him for a little while. Bo, Druid, Blast, Grow. So what's up, BK? BK, talk to me, brother. What's going on? Hope, Storm. No, you talk to me, buddy. You came in there with that talk. So what's up? Explain your accusation. Stowaway, the command tower, Borderless Foil Gift, Odric, Etched Dryads, Borderless Demon of Face Design, Beautiful Micaeus, and your Borderless Foil Personal Tutor. Damn. So BK Card Shop, what's up, buddy? What's up? I'm seeing low value cards being charged through the roof, ripping kids off on here. It's making me upset. So, okay, let me ask you a question. What does that have to do with me opening packs? Am I just your whipping boy? We can have a nice civil conversation here if you want. Your packs are overpriced. Are they? Well, then, BK, with all due respect, don't buy them. Right? September, it's okay. Take that off. Take that off. Well, we can have a conversation here. So, okay, let me ask you a question. But how can you justify ripping people off? BK, I'm not ripping anybody off. I list a product for sale. If people don't want it, they don't buy it. That's just how the world works. And I'm not trying to come down on you, but you kind of came at me pretty hard. So if you walk into a store, right? You walk into a store, you need a loaf of bread. You're going to shop around and get the best price, right? But you're not going to yell at the store for having a high price. They set it based on their cost. It's set based on their cost, right? That kind of makes sense. Maybe that was a bad analogy. I'm still not feeling good. My house and hold the hammer to my head. Yeah. What I do is I usually I hold the stream before the stream, and I tell everybody with an iron fist, you better buy all these packs. That must be what I do, right? You see how easy that opened? Clearly it's repacked as well. Oh my god. BK, my suggestion. Have a conversation. What streamers are the worst with this? BK, see, the problem is that's actually technically speaking a racist statement. You can't do that. You can't just pin a group of people and say one thing about all of them when it's not true. You really, I would just caution you. That's a dangerous thing you're doing. Undeath, the Stitchwing, the Spy, Analysis, Reality, Pontiff, the Luxa, Borderless Way, Borderless Pyromancer, Borderless Foil, Spell Pierce, Borderless Foil, Blood Artist, Foil Rare, Ashen Rider, Borderless Mimeoplasm, Etched, Ulash, come on, something big in the close, and a Borderless Foil Aether Vial. God damn it. Now, BK, let me ask you a question. Did somebody rip you off? Did a whatnot streamer rip you off or something? Is that why you're so upset? No, I just see this happening. Okay, well, specifically, what have you seen happening? Okay, let me ask you a question, BK. Let's simplify it. What have you seen me do that is so wrong? I'm just curious. What have you seen me do that's so wrong? Here we go. Gideon, best of luck. Ground Assault, we got the Web, we got the Pierce, we got the Disfigure, the Fall, Aqueduct, Upgrade, Borderless Growth, Borderless Kozilek, Borderless Foil Terminate, love that, and the Borderless Foil Wall of Omens. Foil Mythic Ulamog. Ulamog is very nice. We love the Ulamogs. Bloom Tender, awesome. Etched, Master Sphinx, and your Borderless Foil Mimeoplasm. Well, I love the Ulamog, I can say that much. Love the Bloom Tender. I don't want BK to leave. I want to talk to him. So BK, don't leave. Let's have a conversation. See, selling these packs for $49, where these same packs are being sold in my local car. Right, BK, you're probably correct. Wait, specifically which packs? Let's go back a second. Which packs specifically am I selling for 49 that are 25 at your local store? And please tell me the name of the store so I can call them and order everything from them. Specifically which packs? BK. And their overhead is definitely less than what your overhead is. Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. BK, you think that their overhead is less than mine? First of all, I want to know which packs are 49. Yeah, my overhead is less. You're right. So which packs do I sell that are 49 or 25 in stores? Oh, we're talking about alliances? Dude. Yeah, good luck finding a store with $25 alliances packs. The double masters and the commander legends? I mean, you can compare those packs to TCG Player if you want, but I think mine are pretty close to it. Remember, though, too, I have a lot of fees to pay when I sell a pack on here. There's a lot of selling fees. Mr. Gideon, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Sorry, guys, my voice is still messed up. I'm getting a little better. It's just slowly day by day. I'll be honest with you, BK, you still haven't shown me anything that proves that, like, all whatnot people are terrible and I'm doing terrible things here. I'm Splatter for 3 unstables. Where did I? Oh, it's over here. God damn it. Pretty close to all just yeah, and listen, BK, actually, I will be, and I've admitted this many times, hot hands. Not all my packs prices are favorable. I agree with that. I get when fees are high, margins on most cards is not worth whatnot fees. Yeah, there's that BK. So I will agree with you. There are definitely some packs I have that I agree with are expensive. We all agree with that, but it makes it available to people because you can't find most of these things in stores. That's the whole kind of plan of what I do here. You know what I mean? And yes, some things are a little, I agree, overpriced, but then they just don't sell. They sit there until the prices do get there, then they do sell. Splatter, best of luck. Here we go. Yeah, wait, and BK Plus, what was your motive? What was your plan to come in and trash me to promote your show? I gotta be honest with you, that doesn't really. That's not how you get people to come over and visit you, buddy. I'm just saying. That's just that's not a good decision to make. Detective, the dealer, the camel, the word, pangolin, go to jail, keepers, minotaur, bot, toastmaster, zombified, angelic rocket, beautiful forest right there. Foil elemental token. To be honest with you, I don't think about magic. I'm just trolling. I started this in Yu-Gi-Oh streams just because it's 6 a.m. and I'm bored. Okay. BK. BK. Can I ask you a personal question? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But can I ask you a personal question? How old are you? Oh, no, I'm not blocking them. I'm just curious. I'm 41. I'm an old man. Are we about the same age? Chevalier, Chevalier, the headed, timeouts, camel, paniac, squirrel, double, engine, attire, doodle, combo, bodies, beautiful mountain right there. Foil, stormcrow toy. So, BK, let me ask you this. So you said you're bored. It's 6 a.m. So you're trolling people, which I get it. But what if you took all that time of thinking about trolling, responding to these trolling conversations, and put that into actually building something or doing some actual work? I think you'd feel better about yourself. And I think you'd probably do some amazing things if you put the time into it. Does that make sense? Chevalier, jellyfish, punch, keepers, desserts, constrictor, killbot, engine, magus, death ray, rhino, split screen, beautiful swamp, and a foil construct token. I just finished like a half hour ago rebuilding guitar. Now is on this. Nice. But BK, why go into the world as a negative person? You know what I mean? Baby, I agree with BK. Your feet picks are a bit. My feet picks are pricey, but they're worth it, and you own those forever. Mr. Maynard, Jason entertains me. Jason saves me time, makes sure I don't get scammed. Jason prices to keep himself safe. Jason usually charge. I appreciate you, Mr. Maynard. Thank you. I don't sell on Whatnot anymore because I do actually believe most streamers overcharge on here. But what does that have to do with you being a streamer? You don't sell because other streamers overcharge. So let me ask you a question, BK. You could have an amazing business model by undercutting everybody else and being the best thing on Whatnot. So why don't you focus on doing that instead of, as you said, trolling, right? The culture is mad toxic. BK, in some streams, maybe you're right. But I promise you, in here, it's not. I've had this stream for over 3 years, buddy. This is a very positive vibe stream. And you're more than welcome to stay if you want to be part of the positive environment. Everyone's welcome here as long as you're cool, man. This is a very chill environment. Trust me. Splatter. Thanks, brother. And honestly, BK, not everyone here buys stuff. Sometimes they just hang out and watch the show. They listen to me talk. They listen to my terrible voice. We watch packs being open. And yeah, fuck pants. No one wants pants. Yeah, actually, in BK, we've had 2 meetups recently where we all met up together, played Magic, drank some beers, ate some pizza, had a great time. We've actually, and this stream's actually created an amazing community, and I put it towards you people. That sounds weird. You people, all of us. You know what I mean. You people. Jesus Christ, that sounded bad. I'm sorry. You fucking people. So BK, are you still here? All magic is up. That's the thing. Yeah, chicken. I love you too. What do you mean, you people? I think because of the values conversation, let's give a givey for the chats. I'll tell you what, BK, if you want to sponsor it, go for it. Because with all due respect, you're not going to come in here, trash talk me and my stream and all of us, and ask me to do a giveaway. Think about that for a minute. BK, you're more than welcome to stay, and I actually hope you do. And I don't even want you to buy anything. I just want you to hang out and watch a very cool community that's being built. That's all. But anyone that goes over the line, insults anybody, they're gone. Yeah, hours off. Sometimes I am. God damn it, this cough. Believe it or not, I'm actually getting better. See, now this chat is ripping me apart for speaking my thoughts. How is that fair? Well, BK, you came in really hot. BK, there was no like good. You came in here, trashed me, and tried to have them go to join your stream or something like that. Like, so if you can just, in the words of Bob the Sports, put the hand up admit fault from the beginning, then we can all start from scratch. How about that? BK, just say, you know what? I apologize. I came in a little hot, and then we're all going to drop it and move forward. How's that sound? I'm giving you the opportunity here. I'll give you the opportunity. Hands up. I'm stealing a line from Bob Does Sports. I like that line. Hands up for accountability. JD, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I'm not pausing for speaking the truth about whatnot. The problem, BK, is you made a blanket statement. You know what's funny, BK, is I made a YouTube video a few months ago specifically about that, about everyone trashes whatnot. But really, it's because they had a couple of bad experiences. They don't know the whole thing. I get it. If you bought something, like I said, if you went to Walmart and you bought something and you had a bad experience, bad customer service, bad product, I get it. You're not going to go to Walmart anymore. But that's not every Walmart. That's not every Walmart employee. You know what I mean? BK, it's your life. You can do what you want, brother. However, there's two roads. One is you be negative and trash people, or two, you realize that most people are pretty good. BK, maybe it is, but it's not here in this stream. I promise you. And I hate to say it, man, but you came into the wrong stream to troll and talk trash because I'm not going to kick you. We're going to talk about it. So grab your cup of coffee, as I do, and we can sit and chat. I love this mug. I fucking love this mug. Colton Jeff, good morning, pal. How are you? Well. This is the least toxic stream and whatnot. Thank you, Mr. Man. I appreciate it. That's fine. I'm here to talk, but you haven't shown me a good reason to believe in the whatnot culture. Well, did I kick you out? Again, you came in here talking trash, telling everyone to go to some other stream, and I didn't kick you out. We're actually welcoming you right now, and that's not a good culture. BK, I will agree with you. There are some streams that are not good. I agree with you 100%. But to say that all of them are bad, that's just not true. It's simply not true. Mr. Gideon, no, because I'm still seeing expensive packs that aren't worth it. Then BK, that's fine. You don't have to buy it. You don't have. Listen, luckily you weren't here the other day when I sold Revise. I had Revise packs for $300. Some people say that's ridiculous, but they're actually like 20% cheaper than TCG Player. So some are higher, some are lower. It depends on my cost. But BK, that's my business model. My business model is I have a very specific business model, and it works for me. Gideon, Double Masters. BK, I'm willing to bet there's something else bothering you, but you're taking it out on us. Don't price don't price gouge the crowd. BK, I'm willing to believe that you're someone that doesn't want. That's what I'm doing. I'm price gouging. I'm price gouging. Even though most of my packs are at or below TCG Player pricing. We gotta go with the classic L1 for Mr. Gideon. I'm wondering where the gouge is too. BK, I think you've had some oh, you know what? I'm sorry. This is a fate pack. This is a fate pack. Let me join a co so people can hear me speak instead of sure. Do you want the fate pack, Gideon, or the new box I accidentally opened it? Your call. Fate pack. Good call. All right. Let's have a conversation. What's up, BK?
Hello, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Good morning, pal. Happy Friday.
Good morning. Not going to show my face on camera because I'm in bed early morning.
No worries, brother.
I appreciate the co-host. Hello, chat. Here's my problem with whatnot, right? Some of you guys saw I sold a few cards on here over the last maybe year, 2 years. I had a few streams, whatever. But I sell in other places, primarily Yu-Gi-Oh, but I dabbled in Magic, Pokemon, sports cards, a little bit of everything.
Beautiful pack, bud.
Um, you know, I think whatnot culture. I think most people here overcharge because the philosophy of the bidding game here, because they know people are just gonna buy to outbid each other just so they can win. It's like gambling. They get people that are addicted to chase the prize, and they take advantage of people like that. Um, and I think that most people that are selling packs in general for like these rip the heads and or rip until you hit or something, stuff like that. I think it's just overpriced garbage. Because I could walk into a Walmart and buy a pack of some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards that these streamers are selling for more than half the price.
I agree with you 100%. Again, sorry for my voice. I've got bronchitis. I agree with you 100%. However, you're saying that everyone is doing that, and that's just simply not true.
It's about
You,
90% of the whatnot streamers.
okay, so
If you
let's
really look at
let
it.
for a minute. Let's say it's
Well, let's see. Bring
90%.
bring back, what is his name? Bring back. I can't see his name. What is it? Bring back Guided.
Gideon.
Says he 100% agrees,
So
and he's your mod, and
to
he's
say
agreeing with what I'm saying.
to say 90% of whatnot is scammers and things like that and like overchargers, I'm going to disagree with you. Now, are there some streamers that do that do some of the games that you mentioned that are bad? Yes, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. But to say that everything like that is bad, whatnot gets a bad rap because I think it was like the main ripping platform and all that. But to say it's everybody is simply it's simply false. It's simply false because again, that's like saying you say every cop is a bad cop, right? Like that's just simply not true.
No, I'm saying 90% of it is true, right? So you got, there's other categories on whatnot, right? So let's look at these ones that are selling, 24 karat gold chains, telling people it's real, and they're starting it at $1, and it goes up to, 2 grand, 3 grand. You think someone on whatnot is really selling a 24 karat gold chain starting at $1? Come on,
Absolutely not.
not
No, no,
real.
those ones are probably a bunch of shit. I agree with you 100%. But let me ask you a question. What does that have to do with us here today?
We're talking about whatnot in general now. We're expanding it. We're talking about
Well, no,
whatnot.
you're talking about whatnot in general.
Right. What you told me, you just said, I'm coming in here and saying whatnot is scammers, and you're saying not everyone is scammers, not everyone's overcharging. So that includes whatnot as a whole, whether it's the trading cards, the sports cards, the fake shoes they sell on here, the overpriced shirts, the estate sales, the storage units, the whole spiel. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Some of it can be, but however, the big argument I'm going to say is when someone starts an auction at $1, and I do dollar auctions from time to time. Victor, where would you like your pack from? Um, when someone sells something for $1, the market is deciding the price, not the seller. So that's not on the whatnot or the seller. That's on the people deciding that's what's worth in that moment. That's just what you call an open market. And do I think it's
And I can
right? No, I think I think there are. Do I think there are some people that sell some fake things? 100%. Should they be kicked off the platform? 100%. 100%. I'm the kind of person where I'll like once you give me one reason not to buy or sell to you, I'll kick you. We're done. I've done that on I've sold on every platform there is. And I've never been kicked off any of them, never had any problems. For years, over a decade now, I've been reselling things online. And I've built a reputation because I've done everything properly. But you can't blame an entire group for the actions of some. You just can't do that. That's a very toxic way to I'll
can
be
I
honest with you,
can
go
I
through life.
I want to write. I want to answer. I think it was Vito to ask the question. No, what he said. He said scammers exist on every platform. eBay has scammers too. Yeah, but
Absolutely.
the difference between eBay and maybe Craigslist or so on and so forth or whatnot is whatnot takes advantage by using live streams where you got the host hyping up 10-cent cards, 20-cent cards that someone might spend $5, $10 on going, oh, you just got to hit, you just got to steal, bro. You have some kid over here who just took his birthday money and went on whatnot thinking he was getting a good deal, but spent you know $100 on a fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon, thinking because it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it was really like one that came out of a 30-cent pack. That's like a 30-cent card. But the
Right.
whatnot gets the live stream that gets the hype of them up. eBay
So,
doesn't have that.
but how is that whatnot's fault?
No, I didn't say it was whatnot's fault. I'm saying the people that have taken advantage of using the platform to do that.
So Now, is that okay? But is that the buyer that's the problem, or is that the seller that's a problem?
That's the seller that's the problem because you're taking advantage of people that you know are fooling.
And I agree with you, but number one, in a capitalistic society which we're in, is it wrong the way they're doing that and hyping up? Yeah, I agree. That's like, selling that lemon car to someone, like a shitty car to someone, like, oh, it's brand new and
Yeah,
grandma only drove it once every weekend and all that. And I agree with that. But again, you're talking about all these people that, like, you're making a blanket statement, which you can't do that. You can't make a blanket statement. Now, if you walk into a room and someone's doing these shitty things, you know what you do? You just leave. You report them and you leave. That's fine.
honestly. So hear me out. So we got 50 people on your stream, right?
Yeah.
50 people or so. All right, and we got a lot of people in here that are understanding what I'm saying, and I think you're catching some of my drift here, right? So how about us 50 people in this stream start to introduce the change and whatnot?
We have been. I've been streaming for BA. Where would you like your 7 packs from, bud? We've been doing this. I've been doing the same thing basically for like over 3 years, 3.5 years now. I've been streaming, and I've been doing the
And see
same
this
thing.
guy Colton Jeff, like he's talking shit on there, bro. Like we're having a conversation, and this guy's like, "I built the bridge and left." Then dude, get the fuck out the chat, man.
But remember, BK, you came in here hot first.
No, no, no. I wasn't hot. There was no hot. It
Well,
was
you
just a
can't. You
statement,
came in and said we're all scammers, and they go to like your channel or something. Is that what you said?
something to that nature.
Oh, so how is that not coming in hot?
You can tell that wasn't a real. It was a joke comment.
No, the reality is I think now you're being called out and you're backpedaling a little bit, which is fine. It's listen, I'm the kind of I'll be honest with you. I'm the kind of person where I like being wrong, so I learn something. And I think in this situation, you're learning maybe that you are a little wrong, and you're starting to learn that not everyone's bad.
No,
It's
I'm not
okay to admit
accepting
that.
that I'm wrong. I'm not taking that because I'm not. If 90% of the whatnot streamers are bad.
I wouldn't say it's that high. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't because then you're saying that the platform itself is a failure and they don't monitor things. Everything's recorded.
They don't. They don't. They don't monitor anything. And I'm gonna say that because I come on here, right? And I've been doing this shit on whatnot for the last couple weeks because I don't tell on whatnot. I tried it out and I don't
Wait,
like the
you how
culture. I
long
don't
have you been
like
on
the
whatnot now?
platform. I've been on whatnot for maybe about 2 years, maybe.
I think you said a couple weeks.
No, no, no. I've been on the whatnot platform for about 2 years, but going into streams and actually voicing opinions and making comments like I did in your stream, maybe
Yeah.
like the last 3 4 weeks. And it's not particularly against you, Jason. You seem like you're a fine fellow. We're having a civil conversation here. But you're saying whatnot monitors everything, right? They have this whole monitoring and this that. Now, because I go over here, I talk my shit. I get blocked from streams because people don't like. And there's times I go into people's streams and I call out actual fact, right? I don't know. I don't really know too much about Magic. I dabble a little bit. I don't know if these Alliance booster packs are really $49 or not. We could look that up and show it, right?
So
But
so
I'll go.
so wait, 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 wait,
Hold
wait.
on, hold on, hold on,
Not,
hold on. I gotta
no,
finish.
no, no.
I
This
gotta
is where
finish.
I'm cutting
I
you
gotta
off.
finish the statement. I gotta finish the statement.
All right, finish your
But
statement.
let's say I'll go into a Pokemon stream, right? And I'll see them sell a, let's just say a base set Charizard. That's fuck, base set Charizard. We all know what that is, right? We know that card has some value to it, and they'll sell one that's ripped apart, beat, whatever. And I'll put in the comments, hey guys, like, talk my shit, and I talk shit, and whatnot doesn't do a goddamn thing about it. People could block me, they kick me, nothing happens. Nothing.
Do you realize that BK, can you at least admit a little bit that if you just admitted you don't know the cost of magic packs, you're getting kicked
But I
from
just said that.
streams? Huh?
I just said I don't know the cost of the Magic Pack. I
Right.
just said that.
Okay, right. So you contradicted yourself already, right?
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
I see what
so
you're saying.
your big statement was that I'm overcharging people, but you actually don't know the cost of packs. You're admitting that you're getting kicked out of streams and blocked. Can you maybe tiny bit, okay, a tiny bit, admit that maybe your approach and your attitude is part of the problem?
No, I think we live in a society now, and this is society as a
A
whole, but we'll
tiny bit,
relate it to whatnot. We'll
a
relate it to
tiny bit.
whatnot.
I'm not saying a lot. I'm saying, can you admit? Bye. Have a great day.
Well, I'm answering your question.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to say that in today's society, people can't handle constructive criticism or negative criticism of
And we're
themselves,
experiencing that right now. Yeah.
right? Yeah, you could say I'm not accepting it for myself. And that's your right to say that you think I'm feeling like I'm wrong, and that's fine. We got a party of 42 coming in. I love it. If you guys are just joining the stream, me and Jason are having a conversation.
Oh, this is
Appreciate
great.
it. All right. So when you're
Wait, I'm gonna
talking
pause you
about
2 seconds. I'm gonna pause you 2 seconds.
yep,
BAMTG, you
that's
get
fine.
7 packs. Where'd you want them, bud? BA, you got 7 packs. We'll rip them as we're talking. I apologize. Go ahead, buddy. Keep going.
Me or the guy for the packs.
No, you go ahead. Hot hands.
All right. So we're talking in the world in general where people are they're not receptive to constructive criticism because they were all baby these kids and everyone gets a participation award. The whole thing.
Sure.
So I go in a chat and speak the truth and tell them, hey, your cards are overpriced and you're scamming these kids and so on and so forth. They get mad, they get upset because they were like, yeah, no, he's kind of speaking the truth, but I don't want the truth to be released and I don't want him to criticize me. And then they go ahead and they kick me. Not because I cursed at him or I said anything wrong. I spoke the truth that they didn't want to hear.
But you already admitted that the truth that you spoke isn't true. You admitted you don't actually know what you're talking about when it comes to Magic. So how can you have any kind of argument whatsoever?
Well, I'm talking about if I join in a stream that I know, right? If I go to a Pokemon stream, a Yu-Gi-Oh stream, or something like that, where I
Okay, so then
understand the
why did you
market a
come
little
in
bit.
here stating those things that you didn't know the truth? So then, what was your whole point of even coming in here and doing what you're doing?
So my point of coming in here, so I joined your stream and I saw
Yep.
you had the pack of the Alliance booster pack on the bottom.
Yep.
So before I made my comment, I went into TCG Player and the normal spots that you would buy cards at. I also, and I'm not going to give them the shout out, but my local card shop has an online storefront as well that I can look at prices and see what they're selling for.
Yep.
And I saw that the Alliance booster packs that you were selling were, uh, you know, 30 to 40% more than what I found them on online or at my local card shop.
Okay.
So that's why the comment came out. So I didn't just blindly come in here because I don't know Magic as well as I know other card games, but I looked at the pack that you were selling that you're promoting on the bottom here, and then after I
Yep.
saw that, I made my comment.
Okay. So for full transparency, and I've said this is how I've been doing my business model for over 3 years. I have a flat gross profit margin that I use at the very end of the day. So regardless of what, I try to make it match TCG player pricing, right? Sometimes I can't. It depends on what's on the open market, and that's how I buy boxes from. And I have a blanket gross profit margin percentage that I use, right? So that determines my pack price. Now, most of the time, I try to make it meet or beat TCG player pricing. Can't always do that because I'll be honest with you, and I think most people in chat would agree. I have probably the widest selection of Magic the Gathering card packs available on Whatnot. I think that's a fair statement to say. Now, in order to go wide like that, you can't really always beat the market. Sometimes it has to be a little higher. Sometimes it's even way lower. I got packs of Kaladesh Russian that are probably worth more than 20 bucks. I'm selling for 13. So some are above, some are below. Here's I think where I'm gonna end this right now. Mythic Armageddon and a foil Morse. Here's my thing. And you even said, I'm sorry, we're talking about accountability and constructive criticism. And I asked you if you can even admit a tiny bit of faults. And you said no. At that point, I know that you do not have an open enough mind to have a serious conversation about this. I'm not trying to change your mind, and whether you're trying to change my mind, that doesn't matter. We're talking about opinions here. But when you sit there and you cannot accept a tiny bit, 1% constructive criticism or accountability, that's when the conversation ends because you're not open minded enough to have a full conversation. Because you walked into a stream again blasting hate for my stream and promoting yours or whatever, and my prices are wrong, and you admit to not knowing anything about them, but zero accountability and zero constructive criticism. You see where the contradiction is?
Sure, I see where your contradiction is, right? And
That's
and
all.
I said,
Be more
and I'll
open-minded.
so I'm asking you to help me understand, change my mind. I'm asking you to change my mind.
All right,
I
then.
said that from the beginning. Change my mind and tell me what am I paying for and whatnot. If I'm overpaying for these packs, what am I paying for? Am I paying for the experience? Am I paying for the street? What gives whatnot people the feeling that they can overcharge on stuff and get away with it? I need to
So
know what it is. What
well,
am I paying for?
a couple things. Number one, most streamers, they're not LGSs, they're not stores. They have to buy product in the open market and pay retail and then charge packs minus the fees and the shipping, the cost of products and boxes and envelopes, all that kind of stuff, right? But It's an open market. You're not required to buy anything from anybody. You're not. It's and yes, and I've said this before many times. I've said this before many times, like a million times over the years. When you go into a stream, number one, know your seller, and number two, know what you're paying for. Okay, so I think new people, new shoppers, they walk into a stream and they don't know what they're paying for. They see an auction. I've had people walk in. I got an auction going for a single. They just start bidding. They don't even know what they're buying. That's their fault as a buyer. That's not the seller's fault. There's zero. A lot of times there is zero, and I mean zero accountability on the buyer's end. That's on the buyer. That's personal responsibility, which unfortunately some people just simply don't have. And I get the frustration, but you're blaming the platform and the seller for sometimes the actions of the buyer for having no knowledge, which you admitted yourself you have no knowledge of it. So in this sense, this is your fault for not understanding, but then trying to blame others for what they're doing, but not knowing their business model, their goals, their plans, their audience, or any of that they're what they're doing. So again, this is where I'm going to end it because I think you need to be more open-minded and you need to ask questions rather than make accusations. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and okay, I can see what you're saying there, and I understand what you're saying there. Now, I want to throw just one more thing out there before we end this, right?
Sure.
When you talk about it's the buyer's responsibility, right? Now, you made a comment the other day about or I'm sorry, earlier in the conversation about like a car salesman selling a lemon or something to that nature,
Yeah. Maybe it was a bad
right?
analogy, but yeah.
All right. So when I was doing a little bit of whatnot, right? It says I have like 65 sales.
Yeah.
I sold a lot more than that, but I probably sold, if you broke them down to all single cards, probably like 3 or 4 thousand cards on here. But I usually just bundle everything together because I don't care about hitting that 1,000 sales mark. I think it is. You get the instant payouts and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't care. So I just bundle everything together. I'll put 70 cards in a pack for someone and say, hey, we'll sell it like this. So, but when you talk about people coming on here and bidding, and it's the buyer's responsibility to know what they're paying for. Part of
It
being a
is.
good business, part of being a good business is being honest to the customer, right?
I 100% agree. 100% agree.
So I'll put up a card, right? That, let's say if it's near mint, might be a $70 card. Okay. And
Sure.
I'll start bidding at $10. But the card that I have might have, some creasing in it, some, foil damage, whatever the case is. And these people are going wild on the bidding. And I'll say in the chat, I'll say, hey guys, don't. This is not a near mint card. Stop bidding up to $70. It is not worth that much. I'm letting the customer know. I'm being honest with them because if you're honest with them, they'll come back and buy more from you. That's the nature of the business. So no, it is partially the seller's responsibility to inform. A part of the business responsibility is to inform the customer of your product and your service, right?
I agree
You're selling
100%.
so if you're selling a card, you're starting it at $10 and the card is worth, 20. Let's say someone thinks it might be a first edition. So they're bidding on it because they're thinking they're a first edition. It's your job as the responsibility as a seller or a company to say, no, this isn't a first edition. This is, a reprint. This is an unlimited edition or whatever the case is. So don't overpay $20 for it. And when you're
I
having these
I
people bid,
agree
when you have these
100%.
people bidding, and you have these people bidding going over it, spending 50, $60, you as the seller, I know you want to make money, but you say, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna cancel that order for you because I can't let you double spend on a card that's really only worth $20. And that's where the whatnot platform goes. I don't fucking care if they overspend on it. I'm making money.
Well,
Well,
okay.
great, you're making money, but in the long run, that's bad. That's bad business model. It's bad business practice.
Well, yeah, you gotta realize something. Like when you're talking about an auction, you gotta realize like sometimes the value, the quote unquote value, doesn't matter when it comes to an auction. Okay. I've been in auctions before where like you got again $20 card, you started at a dollar, whatever it was. I've seen them go for $50 because two people genuinely in that moment they want it. It's an auction. That's the point of it, is to it brings out some emotion. It's fun. There's literally fun to winning an auction. And to be honest with you, some people don't even care about the money. You have to realize that they want the card more than the money. And that's not how is that on the if the seller says, here's a first edition card, it's got a ding on the corner, it's damaged, it's only worth 20 bucks. It gets bid up to 50. That's not the seller's fault. That's not the seller's fault. They have zero decision on how people bid. If they give all the information, they've done their job.
So if you're selling a car that you personally know is worth $20,
Yes.
and you see, let's say you find out it's two kids overbidding on it, right?
Yep.
and they wind up winning the auction for $100.
Sure.
You justify that to yourself that you're gonna let that guy overspend by $80 and not have any remorse or guilt that you just let that happen?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because if it sold for $1, I wouldn't be bitching.
Okay, but if it sold for $100, you would be okay with that as well.
100%. It's an auction.
See,
I
that's
make
that's just more that's morally wrong though.
how is that morally wrong? I'm not bidding.
Yeah, but you're letting these two people battle it out. You knowing they're overspending on this. That's like the salesman, the car salesman, saying, "Hey, I got this car for sale," knowing it's a lemon, and watching someone spend $10,000 on it and walk out the
So you
door
know
and
what
saying,
that's
like, "Oh
called?
well, I bought
You
it."
know what that's called? That's called
The
personal
free market.
No, that's called personal responsibility that unfortunately some people don't have. That's
Yeah, but
that's
you got
their that's their issue.
okay, but a lot of the people you're dealing with on here are children, kids. They don't have that concept yet.
Hands up. How many children in here under 25? Nobody.
Well,
Again,
there's
you're
93 people in your stream. You know,
again. That's a decent amount of people. Again, listen, BK. The problem is, I think you're taking an idea about a few streamers and you're making a blanket statement about everybody. I'm asking you, and listen, again, as an old man, you can do what you want, but as an old man, I'm going to pass on some life advice. You can't blanket statement people like that. That literally is like racist. You can't do that because it keeps you closed minded.
don't compare me to racism because I don't think that was a fair that I don't think that's a fair analogy because I'm not that.
By definition, the word racism means being judgmental about a certain group of people for some reason. If you're saying all of whatnot sellers, technically speaking, that's the definition of the word. Is it a harsh word? Yes, it is. And I'm not calling you that. But what I'm saying is that like you need to be more open minded. You like it's like you have an idea and you're like, no, this is the idea and that's it. How does that make any sense? Do I think people should pay $100 for a $20 card? Absolutely not. Do people get caught up in the moment during auctions? Absolutely. Is it about personal responsibility on the buyer? Yes, it's on the buyer for personal responsibility. What am I supposed to do in the middle of an auction? Say, guys, stop, that's too much. No,
But that's bad business practice then. You're overly letting the price gouge happen.
no.
You're overly letting the charge happen.
I can't stop the auction in the middle of the auction. I can't. You have free
Well,
will. You have
you
free
can
will to bid.
refund now.
Why would I? So wait, I refund. So next time it sells for $1, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's a good business model too.
No, no, that's not good either. But there should be some checks and balances, and that's all I'm saying.
And you know what that's called? Personal responsibility.
And if that's how you feel, that's okay.
Let me ask
You
you a
know, that
question. Let me ask
yeah,
you a question.
sure.
You're driving home. You've been drinking. You get in a car accident. Is it your fault or the alcohol's fault or the car's fault?
That I feel like that's a big, difference. But like that's your fault. You chose to do it.
BK, I wish you best of luck, brother. But you need to be more open minded.
I understand. I think you need to be more open minded as well. I don't think you're understanding where I'm coming from. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think you understand where you're coming from.
I understand where I'm coming from because I'm making the argument.
Okay, I don't even know anymore. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Many times I've said to you, I agree with you 100%, and I don't think you said that to me once.
That's not true. Literally 5 seconds ago, I said, "Yeah, I understand what you're saying." Yeah, I just
Okay,
said that.
okay, then I stand corrected. I mean, it's tough because when you're talking about like $1 auctions, you're basically saying that like, okay, so there's a $1 auction, there's a $20 card. Okay, at what point would you suggest like cut it off and not accept any more bids? Streak, where would you like your pack from, bud?
But that's actually that's a great question, Jason. I like that question.
I think it's a fair question, right? So if you have a
Yeah.
$20 card, is someone paying 25 too much?
So if you have a $20 card, right?
Yeah.
I think I think there should be a tolerance on it. Okay. Let's say plus or minus 10% of the value of that. So between $18 to $22, I think is a fair range to sell that card for. If you see two people going at it and it's starting to hit, 28, 29, 30, 35, 40, $45, that's when me as a seller would make the comment and say, hey guys, this card's not worth that, right? Because the other thing is they're going to spend $45 on that card and they're going to waste all their money on that card, and you might have other stuff that they want there.
How about
Right.
this? How about this one? So, do you remember a few years ago the Lord of the Rings? I don't know if you know the Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings set came out. Do you remember that one?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
that I do know.
the one of one ring that was worth like a crazy amount of money, right? Remember that?
Yes, that I
Okay,
remember.
so there was one in the world. Okay, now there was bounties for $250,000, $500,000, $1 million, all these crazy prices, right? Now, Post Malone bought it for I think like $2.6 million. Let's say tomorrow he goes, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to put this up for auction at Heritage Auctions, the biggest auction site in the world for collectibles, things like that. And I'm going to start it at $1 just so it gets some fun in that. Let's just say that happened, hypothetically. Let's say he started at $1 million. Doesn't really matter. So he paid $2.6 million for it. At what point should he stop the auction and say, guys, that's too much? At what point?
That's what I'm going to go with that, that tolerance of maybe plus or minus 10% of what the market value is on it.
And so this is your opinion. Now, does any auction house in the world work like that?
No, they don't.
So would you say that you're right and the whole world's wrong?
No, I'm not saying that either.
Remember, it's a little give and take. You have to. I feel like I respect your opinions, but I feel like you're not open minded to like be like, oh, maybe I'm a little wrong here, a little wrong here.
I don't want
BA,
to
where would you
say
like your six packs?
I don't want to say I'm wrong. I want to say that I'm questioning the morals behind it. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I can respect that a little bit, but at the same time, again, if I put an auction up for a pack, right, whatever. I've auctioned dollar packs before, and this pack I sell for $20. I've had them sell for 10. I've had them sell for 12. I've had them sell for 25. I don't determine what it goes for. I can't. You know what I mean? Like I can't do that. It's like
But you do
okay.
have the
Let me
power.
give you another analogy. I buy Bitcoin at okay. I bought Bitcoin at $1,000 many years ago. Okay, I bought Bitcoin at $1,000. Now it's $100,000. Should I not sell it for 100,000 because that feels like too much, or should I sell it for 20,000 because that's the right thing to do based on your numbers?
I believe when it comes to something like that, right? When you're buying a Bitcoin or a stock or something to that nature, right? You're buying it with the intent that the investment's going to increase over the next 5, 10 years, right? That's the
Sure.
point of why you bought it, right? When
Yes.
you're
Yes.
buying these cards, as most of us know, most of the cards in that pack you're selling right there are probably less than $1 in most cases,
And
right?
several, absolutely, absolutely.
So you're not buying that for the investment purpose. So people that are buying Bitcoin understand you're selling it because the price of it's going to continually go up throughout the years, or at least that's projections, right? I could look at the projections of Bitcoin over the next 5 years and make a determination based off that, an educated guess,
Sure.
right? I
Sure.
can't make an educated guess off a pack of magic cards. The market's too volatile on that. There's not enough. There's not enough
Sometimes, but not
data.
always. Sometimes you can.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, sometimes you can.
In most cases, um, what is this? This guy is a game piece army or a micro penis. See, that's not cool. This guy's using foul language in your chat. Like, come on, we're having a conversation. And he's talking about micro penises. Like, really?
Well, I remember you came in here, started the aggression. So
But I never used foul language like that to you once.
no, you're right. You're right.
I came in here. I had a
So
statement. Now we're having
here's
a
the problem. You know what?
conversation.
I'm actually here. Here's the problem. Is you are playing the victim at every fucking turn here, dude.
See, you're cursing now. We're not cursing. We're not doing that.
I shit. Look at that. It's America. I can say all I want.
See, now you getting mad.
Dude, I don't get mad. These people have known me for years. I don't get mad. But
Why?
I see what you're trying to do, but the problem is again, you have zero. I think you are a person with zero open mindedness, zero accountability whatsoever, and you're not open to ideas, and you think that everything you say is just fucking gold. And the problem is you're actually wildly wrong on so many of these cases, but you're not open minded enough to even see the possibility of the other side.
That's not true because there's plenty of stuff in this conversation where I just said I understand what you're saying. I get it.
But someone like I throw out a swear and all of a sudden you're the victim.
No, because if you're having a civilized conversation with someone and then you start using vulgar language, like, come on, what's that?
Yes, we're adults and I can use the word fuck.
And that's fair. And that's fair. It's
That's
just
all it
free
is.
country.
I'm not
That's
swearing
fair.
I'm not swearing at you, dude. I'm not swearing at you.
You know, and I
BK,
think that,
BK,
yeah.
I appreciate you. It's been a good talk, but we're gonna stop it there. And then we continue with the rest of the show. Um, I appreciate honestly, I appreciate the conversation, but you know, it's not going anywhere. It's not going
Where
anywhere.
where did you want it to go from here? It's
Oh
like
no.
everything I'm
The-
throwing at you that I'm bringing up, my thoughts, philosophy, whatever. You're counter arguing it. There's no. That's it.
yes, because with all due respects, most of your arguments are incorrect.
Or what? I'm sorry.
They're incorrect. You're simply you came into a space that you have zero knowledge of, trying to tell us what we should be doing. Okay, listen, I know nothing about I don't know nothing about mechanics, cars, engines. I don't know shit about that, right? Do I go into mechanics and tell him what he should be doing? No. Do I tell him what he should charge? No. Do I tell him what his labor should be? No. Because that's not my world. I'd like to learn, but it's not my world.
Right. But I just told you when I first came into the chat, I saw you had the Alliance pack there, and I looked into the pricing of it before I made my first comment. Right. So
Yeah,
there was a
but that's
little bit of
one
market
you're
research
doing
before I
one
jumped in.
store versus one store. But okay, what's their business model? What's their gross profit margins?
I couldn't tell you. I don't run their business, but I can
Exactly.
tell
So
you
you
this:
don't
when
so
you
so
have,
you don't know what you're talking about.
I well, it's just common business, right? If they have a storefront and they're paying rent in an actual storefront,
Yeah.
and they have employees, their overhead is more than yours, right?
Sure, but what's the
Wouldn't you
cost of the
agree?
box?
A cost of an Alliance box?
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have different costs, right? I
It's
don't
it's
know what your cost is, and I don't know what their cost is.
it
But to justify a 40% difference, somebody's got to be wrong in their pricing there.
and so you're certain it's me that's wrong.
I don't know if you're wrong.
Oh, but you came in here all hot telling me how my prices are gouged and everyone should leave and go to your stream.
Go to my Yu-Gi-Oh!
There we go. Okay. I had to cut it off at some point. Jesus Christ. All right. Sorry, everybody. Well, that was entertaining at least. All right. I'm sorry. BAMTG, you got 6 packs. Where would you like to go, sir? And we'll be right back with the next caller. Oh, man. Basically, so for people that just came in, like 45 minutes ago, he came into the stream and basically goes, these packs are gouged. He's a scammer. Everyone come to my stream or something like that. And he had no idea what he was talking about. That was literally child. Wait. That was literally child right there. I didn't get chat because I got angry. No, dude, I have packs to rip and I have to go soon. I just gave you like 45 minutes of fucking airtime, and I don't even know who you are. And everyone else kicked you from their streams. And I gave you a chance to talk about it, but you were not open minded. All right. There you go. He's done now. He's removed. I'm blocking him. I can't waste any more time on that. I'm sorry. I blocked him. It's done. It's just like the problem is that person is going to play the victim their whole life. Well, for a little while it was a good conversation, but like Jesus Christ. Again, I'm happy to talk to anybody. BAMTG, I'm sorry, buddy. 6 packs. Where are you? I apologize. And now the story now is going to be that I got mad and kicked him. Right? Oh, you know what? That's all on YouTube too. That's great. I can watch that again too. That's all on YouTube. Oh, I'm posting that whole goddamn video. Was I wrong or no? Oh, clearly I'm really mad. Jesus Christ. All right. BA. Here we go. Best of luck. Borderless foil on Earth, foil common kin, and your beautiful Bludgeforge Battle Axe. Oh, consecrated Sphinx. Nice hit. Very, very nice. Oh, dude, he was playing the victim like it was his job. Holy crap. I listen. No one is 100% right all the time, and he just could not admit even the slightest bit that maybe he was wrong. God damn. All right. Anyways, yeah. Next caller, please. Next caller. Orzov. Who's my next caller? Jesus Christ. Oh, dude, is he streaming? I'll totally rate him, dude. I will totally rate him. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Borderless foil Sensei's Divine Top. Love it, love it, love it. Great hit, man. And a foil rare. Wow. And a liege. Of course, the regular rare's a liege and it's a neb. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pack, man. Shadowborn's nice. Excuse me. Oh, that was something, man. Jesus Christ. I've just I don't understand when people can make accusations but have zero facts behind it. Holy crap. I know, Mr. Manor, right? You've been around the whole time with loyal viewers, buyers. You must be doing. That's what I figured. I figured it was something right. Zero accountability. Zero accountability. But like I said, now I'm the asshole because I kicked them. Foil, uncommon saber, foil common bolt. We got your Aether Vial and the prized amalgam. There we go. Just yelling, and my son was like, "Who's that?" Like, just. Yeah. What's the source? I made it up. That's the kind of person that plays the victim. Once, he's like, "Oh, you swore at me, dude. It's America. We can swear." Jesus Christ. I have zero tolerance for that kind of thing. All right. Pyromancer and your symbiote. Fuck off. Fuck right off there, dude. Nice pull, man. BAMTG. Congratulations, dude. Holy packs, dude. And a Pillar of the Perunes. Fantastic. Basilica. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. All right, guys. I'm going to start a last call, though. So if you guys want to jump in, please do so now. I'm going to finish up in just a minute. Well, sign will go up a minute. Jesus Christ. That was just, Borderless foil Sensei's Divine Top. Imperial Seal. No, I did a co-host. I made him co-host for a little bit. I'll do more guests like that. That was fun. Bolt, Swift Sphere. God damn it, dude. Are you serious? Holy Jesus Christ. Wow. 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 BAMTG, dude. Holy crap. Wow. Incredible. You just can't miss with double masters and fucking double masters. Fucking double masters. Best repacks on Whatnot right there. Best repacks on Whatnot. Oh my God. Keep going, dude. All $1 cards. All $1 cards. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. Holy crap. All right, MT. What else can we get in the set for you? How about a Mana Vault? Foil Common Splicer, Foil Common Pass. We got your Mythic Nicol Bolas, and of course, a Liege. Very, very nice, bud. Great packs. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. All right, guys. Signs going up. No more purchases, please. I'm going to finish the queue, and I got to run. I cannot wait to listen to that again on YouTube. That's hilarious. That was hilarious. All right. BAMTG, congratulations, bud. No more purchases, please. No more purchases, please. My YouTube is TWC Gaming LLC. I haven't been posting much the past month. It's just been a busy month. Plus, I've been sick for like 2 weeks. But soon I will be getting back on there again and doing a lot more videos. I just got to get my it's been a busy month. It's been a very busy month. But it was so funny was I literally made a YouTube video talking about how people say Whatnot's toxic, and he proved my point. He proved my point. Hey Andy, you got an Edge of Eternities and a Mystery 2. I just couldn't listen to him anymore, man. It was the same thing over and over again. Hot Hands, L1, and of course the L1. Yeah, sorry guys. I know that conversation took up most of the show, so I apologize for that. But you should, JKS. It's a good place. It's TWC Gaming LLC. Thanks, BA. Let's see how we do for Hey Andy over here. We got the Priest, the Stirrings, the Changeling, the Merfolk, the Cutthroat, the Opportunist, the Fuge, Flames, Provisioner, the Blessing, Belb's Armor, Mythic, Giants, White's Border Leyline of Sanctity, and your non-foil Elvish Reclaimer with a Murraganda Eldrazi. All right, Edge of Eternities. I would have been around. Yeah, that's the thing is he wasn't making valid points. He kept contradicting himself, but then not admitting any accountability or fault. It's like, okay, dude, you can't talk with someone like that. All right, here we go. Resolve the scroll. And I gave him like at least a half hour to do so, and he just made himself look like an idiot. Swamp, foil rare seed ship, borderless commander Titan, borderless light, lava claw reaches, and your borderless foil entropic battle cruiser. I know. I said the F word, and he was like, "Oh." My show does say explicit content, so. All right. Hey, Andy, that's you, brother. Thank you very much. You're about the approach. Like, no one's going to listen if you're coming across. That's the thing. Like, you wonder why you get kicked from every stream. Well, you come off coming in hot, dude. You can't do that. Unbelievable. I am a potty mouth. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Andy. Thank you, brother. Mr. Maynard. Alliances. Let's get a force of will. Oh, wait. Alliances. Oh, wait. Robert, I should probably refund you $24 because there's some shop somewhere in the country that sells them for $25. So, I'll have to refund you $24. I'm a fucking scalper. Mr. Maynard, I'm assuming the L1, sir. I'm assuming the L1, sir. L1. All right. Now, Robert, you're only going to pull $1 worth of cards, just so you know. Just how it goes. You see how I opened it like that? That's not good. They're not supposed to open like that. That means it must be fake. Oh, God. Here we go. Disease Vermin, School of the Unseen, Elvish Bard, and your Whirling Catapult for Mr. Maynard. The Heretic, the Scouts, Pack Art, Panther Explorers, the Fury, Reinforcements, the Bones, Pride, and your Glider. Price guys just stream if you sell the cheapest, right? I know, right? My revised packs were $2.99. Good luck finding that from a Pack Fresh box anywhere. Mr. Maynard, thank you, sir. All right. That whole conversation gave me a fucking headache. Oh, I'm good. I love how he's actually it's funny. I love how he's like, "Oh, now you're mad." It's like, dude, I don't get mad. I really don't. Mr. Maynard. KB Magic. Let's do a Tarkir Omega. KB, we ripping? I assume we are. All right, best of luck. Yeah, that dude's never been wrong in his life. Here we go. Best of luck, KB. Well, thank you all for enjoying the TED Talk this morning. It was a nice radio call in. KB. Foil. Stillness in Motion. Borderless Ariston City. Borderless Surveyor. Borderless Commander Forger. And your foil rare Regent, the Dargon. Nice. Non-foil Island Dragoneye. Any Hawks? Any Hawks? No Hawks. No Hawks. All right, brother. Thank you, KB. That's heading your way. Okay. Oh, speaking of eBay, dude, you know what? I always say make offers on eBay. I needed some Surrender Frites for my old school deck. There was an white border German one. Dude, I made him an offer half off and he took it. So I always say when it comes to eBay, random topic, I know, but make offers. You never know what people will accept. Or is that the fair market value? Should I send them some more money? Nerds and Sports, Double Masters. I know, right, nerds? I know. Hot hands. This is like BA just crushed this box. Nerds and sports. Best of luck. Cryptic Spires, foil uncommon blood arts, nice uncommon, foil common changeling, your rare Dax duplicant, and your rare Caravecta Merciless. The Battle Master, the Charm, and of course your Witch. No, Shadowborn Apostles. Is what it is. Is what it is. Guess what? Guess what's gonna happen though? The world's still gonna turn. The world is still gonna turn. Thank you, nerds. Anarchy. Gonna do a Fallen Empires. Let's do it. Go old school here. All right. IK game. You should play Arena first, because it's free. And you can learn how to play, and then you can decide if you want to buy packs and things like that. I always say to people, if you haven't played Magic, download Magic the Gathering Arena, play it, learn how to play. It's totally free. Then if you want to get into collecting, then I suggest you do. Anarchy. Best of luck. One burrow at a time. Who knows the movie? Ebon Blade, Tidal Flats, the Medic, the Orcs, the Thrall, the Churigan, Upside Down, Raiding Party, and your Dwarven Hold. Nice little land right there. We'll take that. Yeah, IK game. Definitely do. Don't buy packs and cards yet. Learn the game. Learn how to play it. Then if you want to start collecting physical cards, then you do that. But don't jump into just buying a bunch of packs if you don't know what you're doing. I've seen people do that, and it never works out good. Can't switch flip. Fellow Masters. Jason, I bought all these packs now. I want refunds. I know, right? Can't switch flip. Where are you thinking, bud? Where'd you get pack from? R1, you got it. I know, dude. So many. Well, the market. The thing is, too, is like the market's gone crazy. So pack prices are like all over the place, everywhere. It's because the market's gone nuts and boxes are just gone. Foil common emissary, foil common alchemy. We got your freaking privileged position and thrumming stone. We take those for sure. Very nice. Switch flip. Shadowborns. No Shadowborns. Nice thrumming stone. Good stuff. We take that. Yeah, it is tough though because, like I said, certain collector boxes, dude, a lot of boxes nowadays are hard to find. OG Double Masters boxes are pushing $1,000. Like prices are a little wild all over the place. It is, but that's just because they're gone. It's the product's just gone. EO Key for 4 Renaissance. Let's do it, brother. You tell me where. Oh yeah, can't switch up. I ship everything out. Don't you worry. You're getting everything. I don't keep any bulk. Everything gets sent out. Hot hands. Are we ripping? Classic Renaissance here. This will probably be the one and only box of Renaissance I'll ever do. So very cool experience for everybody. EO Key. Best of luck. Ooh, avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Oh, you did get in. Nice. Avert your eyes. It's a banned card. This card is banned. It's banned. The good old gypsies right there. Castle. Ironclaw Orcs. Vampire Bats. Erosion. Dust to Dust. Timberwolves. And your Marsh Viper. The old Marsh Viper. All right, we roll on. Eternal. I forget what it is. Eternal something. Warriors? Eternal Warriors. Green Mana Battery. Giant Strength. Sandstorm. Morale. Venom. Ghost Ship. And your Lost Souls. Lost Souls. Come on. Let's see a beautiful strip mine. Yeah, I buy listed 100 Arena of the Ancients for a quarter. Should the store send it back to me when they went to $30 a piece? Is that what I should do? Should I call the store? Should I call a card condo and be like, hey, you owe me $4,000? I told him no. It's wow, awesome, Mr. Mayor. That's great. That's fantastic, dude. Sinbad, the Segovian Leviathan, the Ocean Soldier, Ashes to Ashes, Timberwolves, Merc Dwellers, Pikemen, and your Immolation. That's awesome, Mr. Mayor. Congratulations, dude. All right, pack 4. Oh, baby, how beautiful is that? Mishra's Factory. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love that, man. Beautiful hit. Alibaba. Land Leeches, the Duskwood Boars. Oh, God, no, Raymond. He did not see reason. Tortoise, Alabaster Potion, Jotun Soldier, and your Amulet of Krug. No. Zero accountability, zero self-reflection. Cannot take constructive criticism. It is what it is. It is what it is. And that's why I kicked him, because there was no talking anymore. There's just no talking anymore. EOKey, thank you, buddy. Cryptic Spires could be better than Bitcoin. Just saying. Not financial advice. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate you, brother. God damn it. All right, Sandy Hoy with a Zendikar and a Theros to end the show. Well, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys hanging out this morning. It was a weird morning. That's for damn sure. It was a morning. Bottom left both. Yep, left there, and then bottom left both here. Nerds, I'm waiting. Can I auction something for fun? Tell you what, I'll do a dollar auction at the end of the show. That's this. We'll do a dollar auction of something. I'll put something up for $1 just for fun. Island, we got your favor. We got the Sun, the Skirmisher, the Sentry, the Fort. 2 basic lands. Why? Mysteries? Did not, because you get 2 here. Island and a swamp. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The Harpy, Borderless Boar, Foil Rare Intervention. Oh, Theros. Oh, Theros. Oh, Theros. God damn you, Theros. All right, Zendikar. Let's pull a lottery card at least. Yeah, I'll do a $1 start for a pack in his honor. The Protector, the Rider, the Wastes, Hunger, Hellhound, Elemental, the Amulet, beautiful island right there, Borderless Scavenger, Foil Rare, Trickster, Common Baloth, Uncommon Fledgling, Showcase, Phylath, Felidar, and your lottery card, Cavern of Souls. Holy crap. There you go, brother. We've had some nice pulls this morning, man. We've had some really nice pulls this morning. Wow. Good stuff. I can't tell you the last time I pulled one of those. Congratulations. That's a phenomenal pull right there. Hit me with a price, somebody. Sandy Hoy, good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, buddy. 70-ish, yeah. That was Zendikar Rising. Sandy. All right, let's do a $1 auction just for flavor. Let me find something fun. Hold on. Let's find something fun. Final Fantasy Omega Pack. $1 auction. Go ahead. Ripped. It's gonna be ripped. It's gonna be ripped. It's worth at least $5. It's worth at least $5. Thank you, Mr. Maynard. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you popped in. I can't wait to listen to that conversation again. Final Fantasy Collector Pack. Now, wait a minute. What's MSRP for these things? Stop bidding. Stop bidding. No more bids. Oh, damn it. EOQ went above. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. EOQ went above. No more bidding. No more bidding. Oh, Big Kid, what are you doing? It's supposed to be defined prices for auctions. What? That's almost like listing it for a certain price. Big Kid. Watch this be a fucking golden chocobo. That'd be fucking hilarious. The children are bidding. Watch out for the children. Okay, here we go. Big Kid, I fucking hope this is a golden chocobo. Can you imagine? Surge. Aerith. Beautiful Aerith right there. We'll take that. Beautiful Aerith. And your non-foil, Sir Conrad. Kuja, Borderless General, Borderless Commander Butler, your foil rare Dion. Any Sids? No Sids. Nice Surge, though. We'll take the Aerith. Nerds Sports. That's fucking hilarious. All right, guys. Yeah, so I don't know. In situations like that, when we have a person doing that, I like to rather have the conversation than just kick them. To try to understand what they're thinking, they can understand what I'm thinking. But apparently, like I said, that person was just closed-minded. So it is what it is. Big Kid, thank you very much, man. Corvette, it was a fucking morning, man. Let me tell you. I let somebody co-host for like a half hour so we could debate on shit, and it just was a mess. All right, guys, I gotta run. IK, I've got more. Don't you worry. Pop in any times. I even got cheaper play packs too. Guys, thank you so much. Wait, who are we gonna see we're right into? Oh, dude, is BK on? I will totally raid them. What's BK's what was his name? I blocked him. What was his name? BK what? If he's streaming, dude, I will totally raid him. BK card shop. I might be because I blocked him. Yeah, that's them. I'm gonna unblock him. Does he have a show right now? No, he doesn't have a show. All right, I'm gonna block him again. All right, I blocked him again. All right. I would have loved to raid him just for fun. On YouTube? Oh, we gotta find him on YouTube so we can show him some love. All right, who are we gonna raid? We're gonna raid. Okay, good. Guys, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Love you all.